Welcome to the General's Gentleman.
Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to explain a few things regarding recent changes to the channel and what that's going to mean for the future. So there isn't a lot to talk about really, which is why I didn't bother getting Blake in for this, and this is quite overdue, so I wanted to get this out done rather than leaving it for later. So the main thing that I just really wanted to explain was why the pace of content has slowed down. So we've been sponsored by Stardock since the start of the year, and that quickly led to me actually working for Stardock now as a game designer. So I'll talk about that in a bit more later on, but that means that I have a lot less time now. So that's why there's only 3 or 4 videos a week, whereas before that, for a while, it was a video every single day for 6 months when I was just working on YouTube entirely, which wasn't financially viable to keep doing, we'll say the least. So I just wanted to get that out there, because I'm now working as a game designer. I'm working on Ashes of the Singularity, which is an RTS game, which is really exciting and it's really fun. I'm really enjoying that, and it's something to really look forward to, because now I'm in the games industry. This is only going to lead to more and more things, and it's just really satisfying. It's really fun to make these changes, to use my RTS professor knowledge that I've acquired over the years and put it into action, and that's what I've been doing for Ashes. I've been working on the balance. I've been making new maps. I've been making it more accessible in terms of visual intuitiveness of certain indicators on the game's UI, various things like that. So for me personally, I'm very happy. I'm very fulfilled. It's something that I've wanted to do for years. Working on an RTS game has been my dream, and while I'm a part of a bigger team, obviously, it's still something incredibly fun. So with that, I'd like to explain a few more things. I'll just check my notes. Yeah, so since now I'm actually earning a decent income, because now I'm working for Stardock. They're paying me as a game designer. We're still in the process of dealing with contracts because it's been kind of changing. Like originally I was working part-time, but now I'm pretty much working full-time on top of the existing YouTube. So the pace of the content won't be going down any lower than 3 to 4 videos per week, and the reason is because then we can maintain the sponsorship contract with Stardock, and just for us personally, we really like casting, we really like making videos, and we're not going to stop anytime soon. So if you've been concerned about why there's been less videos than there once was, don't worry. It's still going to be going forward into the future. We're still going to be doing the same videos, 0 Hour Co, Rise of Nations, Dawn of War 3, whatever other RTS games, and so forth. But yeah, since I am earning more from Stardock, the Patreon's certainly less important now. So for a while, Patreon was my entire income. So I was very wrapped up about pushing for the Patreon. You may have noticed we don't even really plug it that much anymore. Where before it was like every video. So I would understand if people no longer wanted to stop backing us on Patreon, since I don't need the money as much as I certainly did before, and the videos aren't as often as they once were. And for anyone that does want to stop backing us on Patreon, that's cool, and you can still hang around in the Patreon group chat that we have on Facebook, because I'm forever grateful for all the support that everyone on Patreon has given us over the years, because that's what's really allowed me to get where I am now, because I was able to do so many videos, so much detailed content, like the What Makes RTS Games Fun series, which is how Stardock they viewed my content, they looked through it, and they got in touch with me, and from there we went. So that's really what's led to everything. It was from making those videos as detailed and as much as I did. So it's really because of everyone on Patreon and everyone that's donated to us in general, which is why making a career out of YouTube and now turning that into a game design, a games industry experience, which is possible. So thanks to everyone, we appreciate it. I'll still be running the Patreon, of course, and I would definitely still appreciate everyone in there for obvious reasons, but a few other things that I'll mention as well. I've actually started paying Blake now. Blake is now my employee, whereas I was never really paying Blake before, apart from the odd donation where someone would donate. I was like, here's $100, give half to Blake, okay. But if Patreon in general and ad revenue and stuff, because I was the one working on the channel, doing all the production, the editing, all the management, that sort of stuff, he wasn't doing that much, and still isn't now. But since I can spare the money, I kind of feel like I should start paying him, especially as he has other things going on in his life, and I think people should be compensated for their time if possible. And also, as well as that, I mean, the Patreon funds, some of that's going to be going towards sponsoring tournaments. Like, there was a recent 0 Hour 1.6 tournament, which I sponsored. I would love to do more of my own Company of Heroes 2 tournaments for my GG mod, get replays for that. Because it's been really hard to get good replays lately, because a lot of the pro players have moved on. People aren't posting their replays. It actually concerns me that, in 6 months' time, it's going to be really hard to get Company of Heroes 2 replays. Which is funny, because it's so easy to get replays for 0 Hour. There's tournaments all the time. There's really competitive, fun matches. I'm not worried about us ever running out of 0 Hour replays, and other things like Dawn of War 2 as well, because all those replays are automatically posted online. It's really easy to browse through them and actually find them. Whereas with Co, it's becoming a problem. But running more tournaments with prize pools would keep the good players playing. It would keep replays flowing in. So I guess it's a business investment is backing tournaments. Now the other thing as well is the probably most exciting part about this is because I am earning a good income now. I'm actually looking at getting my own place in a few months' time, whether it's renting or if I can get a loan and buy a house. And that means that I can get fiber internet, so I can get a very high-speed internet, at least compared to what I have now, which is awful. So then I can upload videos much easier and much faster. We can start doing live streams, good quality. We can do them a lot more often, and we can get a studio that's soundproofed. We can get a better quality audio. We can get lighting stuff so it looks a lot better, and we can take it a lot more professionally. And then Blake could maybe move in with me if we end up getting that house, and then he could do a lot more work on the channel, more streams. I know he would love to. It's just a matter of what his other commitments are, because he's currently doing some stuff with his martial arts. He's now like an instructor doing some kids classes, which is pretty exciting for him because he's really into martial arts. And I've started doing it too, which is actually really fun. I'm glad I have done it. Something to kind of work on my over sedentary lifestyle. And then, so what'll happen there is then if he's able to work on the channel more, because he's living at the house, he can do his own stuff and he can edit the videos, then I can actually start paying him a lot more, because I've started paying him a bit, not a lot, from the Patreon, but because then the more he does, the more videos we can do in general, more streams, more money we get. Maybe we can look at getting more sponsors on YouTube, and then so it would be worth it to keep that running for 7 videos a week, whereas now it's 4, and I don't want, or 3 or 4. I don't want to do any more than that, given all my work for Ashes. So there's certainly some cool things to look forward to down the line. Now that I'm earning a lot of money, or at least an average amount of money for someone. And that can translate into just a better channel in general. We can, I've already explained it, but yeah. So I guess rather than repeating myself, I'll wrap it up here. I'm just checking my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yeah. So one thing I just would mention as well is the 0 Hour swag points. I kind of forgot about that for a while, and then I've been procrastinating it. I've been very busy with a lot of things for Ashes. Like, I just finished this big map pack. There's a balance patch that I'm in the process of getting tied up. So I have been procrastinating the things that I have to think about. That's been put off for a bit, but we will eventually be doing the swag points. I just need to kind of work out what formula we're doing it, because originally the original formula that I had in mind isn't going to be too good, and I'd rather do something else with it, which I think would be a bit more fun in general. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks everyone that supported us over the years. I'm in a really good spot now because I'm really enjoying this game designer stuff. It's a lot more satisfying, I think, than just making videos, which can be a bit repetitive. And it's fun doing it, but it doesn't quite give you that sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, if that makes sense, without sounding too cheesy. It's a lot more actionable. It's a lot more tangible. You can see the changes that you're making, and that can be implemented and played by other people. And I guess I'm also making use of my RTS professorhood that I've accumulated over the years. Even just before, when I was working my Company of Heroes 2 mod, which I spent a lot of time on, like that, I was really enjoying that because it was something to work towards. It was, you know, this big goal, and that was just really fun. It's just something new, something exciting, something unknown, I suppose. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you are enjoying the way the channel is going. And don't worry, we'll still be doing 3 or 4 videos, maybe more down the line once we get our own place, if that happens, which it should, assuming nothing goes wrong. So cheers. Uh-oh. Oh no. I think I'm getting wrecked. Creature, please help.